Hi, kids. Hey, how do you like my motor? My motor's really running. Um, but I want to review motors with your electric motor with you. And then we're also going to talk about speakers today, and we'll show you some other cool stuff. So first of all, I got my motor here. So remember, parts to your motor. So you have your current carrying coil. There's current in this. Remember, anything that has a current carrying coil that has current is going to have a magnetic field around it. So there's a magnetic field around it. And then where does the current come from? Hopefully you guys are okay. It comes from the battery. So there's a potential difference across from this paperclip to this paperclip. And when you connect your circuit, that you get current. So there's a magnetic field around the loop, the current carrying loop. And then there's obviously a magnetic field around my magnets here. And those two magnetic fields interact to cause the force. And hang on, my glasses are all messed up. And hopefully you're smart enough to remember that in order for the force to continue, see how this side is completely sanded, and then the other side, okay, if you look on that side, you see how over here, over there's red. So the red is there's still insulation on it. So it's constantly turning itself on and off, on and off, on and off, because otherwise it would just wiggle. So anyway, that's a review of a motor. So a speaker, I want to show you guys a speaker. So I have a speaker here, okay, that I've kind of ripped apart, as you can see. But I want to show you the main parts of the speaker. So first of all, you can see you have a powerful magnet on your speaker, okay? And pretty much all speakers have a powerful magnet. The other piece, and this is why I've ripped it apart, if I take this part out, you have a coil. Okay, and you can see that coil right there. Now, what happens, you'll notice, hey, that's the same parts as you have in your motor. In your motor, you had a coil and you had a magnet. Well, a speaker, you have the same basic parts. For your speaker to run, you have to have current going through your coil. Now, here's the big difference. That the current is kind of a pulsating current. So it kind of goes on, off, on, off, on, off, so that it can represent the music, okay? But still, you're going to have two magnetic fields. Those two magnetic fields are going to interact to cause a force, okay? And hence that you can get that to work. And I want to show you something, okay? I have a super duper old school, cassette deck here. Why am I using the super duper old school cassette deck? Because I'll play some music for you. Okay, yeah, that just extra credit if you know that band. Anyway, I have the super duper old school cassette deck. Why am I using the super duper old school cassette deck? Is so that this super duper old school cassette deck gives off lots of current, so that you're going to see this effect a lot. Now I have a headphone jack, that I've cut apart, and I'm just going to plug it in, and then I am going to use the parts to my motor and show you how we can make a speaker out of them. Okay, so if you look, I'm going to hook this up to the two ends. This would be like remember, this is like my battery, and I'm getting a pulsating current coming out of the headphone jack. And then I have this here. Okay. Now, if I hit play and I hold this up, I can actually hear it really quietly there. But so you can hear it, let me use a cup just to amplify the sound. So if I take and I put this here, let me turn it up. And hopefully. Can you hear? Come on. Hang on. So hopefully you can hear that a little bit, right? Isn't that pretty cool? Okay, where if you want a better one, but it's the same parts, you can see. All right. Anyway, so you same parts, okay, but that's how a speaker works. That you can take your thing, and if you want to do this at home, you'd have to cut up one of your headphone jacks, and if you're to plug it into like your iPhone or something like that, just you're gonna want to crank the volume up as much as you can, and it's obviously not gonna work great, but you can make that into a speaker, and that is how a speaker works. I hope that makes sense. Bye, kids.